The supersonic cruise missile featured as the superstar of India's retaliation. The Fire and Forget missile is a precision-guided weapon which was most likely used during the Indian Air Force's coordinated precision attacks. The weapon was developed by a joint venture between India's DRDO and a Russian defense firm. Pakistan's attacks also put the spotlight on India's very own Iron Dome, the Akash Tir air defense system. The DRDO, ISRO and BEL designed system successfully neutralized hundreds of Pakistani drones and missiles. The Akash missile was yet another example of Indian-developed artillery that thwarted Pakistani attacks on several Indian cities on May 8. Another DRDO engineer marveled the missile is equipped with 60 kg of explosives and advanced guided systems to intercept aerial threats. India's precision strikes during Operation Sindoor featured India's eyes in the sky, the Nagastra-1 loitering munitions, also called suicide drones. The unmanned aerial vehicle's ability to hover around targets was critical in dismantling terrorist camps with surgical accuracy. Operation Sindoor also saw the Sky Striker suicide drones in combat mode. The drones, developed by Bengaluru-based Alpha Design, are capable of delivering direct fire aerial precision attacks within a range of 100 kilometers. Joining me now are Ashok Alturi, CMD at Zen Technologies, and John Livingston, former UAV pilot at the Indian Navy and founder of Jonet Technologies. John, if I can begin with you, give us a sense of how drone technology took center stage in this conflict in Operation Sindoor against Pakistan.
Well, we were already preparing ourselves in terms of using drone technology in all the upcoming difficult situations, especially the border situations. Why? Because of the original awareness when the Armenian-Azerbaijan war started. So that was a first wake-up call for the whole world, where drones would have been, drones are making a lot of changes around the world. And then we saw from 2022 February onwards, the Ukraine-Russian war, where more than any other equipment, any other fighter aircraft, drones have been very, very useful. So we were already preparing in all our future battles for this thing. And when the right time came, India did not even think of using any other equipment more than drones. So drones have contributed for more than, I think, 60% of its battle when we had this Op Sindoor.
All right. Let me also go across to Ashok. Ashok, are you there with us?
Yes, please. I'm here.
All right. Ashok, I would like to understand from you, give us a sense of how this operation will somehow urge defense manufacturers in India, drone manufacturers, to double down on indigenous manufacturing of drones in the country.
Yeah, I think there is no doubt about this. Not only, the thing is, the drones are one part of the equation. The other part of the equation is how do you protect yourself against the drone? That is the anti-drone systems or a counter-UAV strategy that we need to have. So, as he said, John had said that, in the first war was won by Armenia in 1994. It was a 6-year war. And when in 27 September 2020, they attacked, Azerbaijan attacked, the war was over in 44 days. So that is how effective the drones were when Azerbaijan took revenge on Armenia. So we have to get a complete paradigm shift that's happened. And in 2018, when we were looking at the ecosystem, everyone was talking about only drones. And, we always think, in that Zen, we always believe the, noise is not the signal. Signal is in silence. So sometimes when nobody was talking about anti-drone system, then started investing. And today, we had that investment has paid off. And, there is a huge shift. It is a drone-based warfare. The F-35, the Rafales, they really are not very, very, very useful at this point in time. So, we need to, and I think that this change is permanent. It's not, it's like sword fighting to gun fighting. It has completely changed the paradigm.
Right. John, would you agree with that, at a time when we are looking at filling in the gaps in the capabilities of the Air Force in the short, medium and long term, especially with fighter jets, there has, of course, been a delay in the Tejas program as well. Do you feel that somehow this strategy of making sure that the Indian Air Force has the required number of aircraft in its fleet perhaps needs a rethink after what has happened in Operation Sindoor?
I wouldn't say we should rethink on that. Our air power, as on date, still stands with the fighter jets. I would not completely say just because last, say, 10 years, we are watching drones are more effective and more probably proving to be more effective in wars. We need to have both the technologies. Of course, having inducting new technologies like drones, anti-drone systems is very much important. At the same time, we should not stop our programs of inducting fighter aircraft. Of course, having the Tejas makes us more stronger, self-reliant, and it will only enhance our air power. And drone is not just going to be our air power, it's going to be a new force all in all. So that's a new force which we have to change our approach, like how Ashok sir has been mentioning. Then there's a paradigm shift that is happening. We need to move with the shift, yet retain our past powers. That's what I would feel.
Right. John, now also we're looking at a situation where we were seeing from Pakistan 300 to 400 drones being sent in. Of course, they were intercepted by the brilliant Indian air defense grid. But the fact is, what is the kind of pipeline or inventory that India would have to build up in the next few years, considering that drones had played a center stage, and you would have 300 to 400 drones coming in one go, and perhaps on one night, we saw drones coming in 2 swarms.
Yes. So what's happening now is that is something we are also adapting. We have not started inducting too many swarm drones because that's quite a latest technology which last couple of years we have seen a lot of swarm technology in drone shows. Now that shift is moving from commercial activities to military operations. Swarms are going to be the next future of drone usage in all the wars. We have to, I would say, at least induct more than 10 million of swarm drones within our inventory. If that is not done, we won't be able to handle our adversaries around us, because it's not just one adversary what we have right now. We have many around India. So we need to be more prepared and we need to have more inventory. It's not just one type of swarm drones. It's multiple types of drones is what we need to look for inducting in the immediate future. And there's a surge in demand from the armed forces to induct more drones, loitering munitions, FPV kamikaze drones, and bomb droppers.
Right. That's an important point. And Ashok, coming back to you, looking at the lessons from Operation Sindoor, at Zen Technologies, what is the kind of drone technology that you would like to focus on for future?
The first thing is that we should be having a very, very strong anti-drone ecosystem. Where no matter what drones come, we should be able to block them, soft kill them, and where required, we use hard kill to eliminate them. But again, to your question, what is the kind of infrastructure we need to build? The answer is this. First of all, we stock them enough. And second is, we should assume a multi-front war going on with all our adversaries getting together and attacking India. And in that situation, whatever we spend per day, the industrial defense capacity should be enough to replenish the whole expenditure. So that is how big the capacity should be there. Worldwide, what the governments do is, listen, you're only manufacturing 30% of the capacity, but here is the money to build the 100% capacity. Keep it spare and ready with us. I think government would need to take very, very, prophetic decisions in this regard and build a capability to last a full-fledged multi-front war, and we should be able to replenish during that conflict.
All right. Thank you very much, Ashok Alturi and John Livingston, for joining us for a very interesting conversation on the importance of drone warfare in India and how high-tech warfare took center stage between India and Pakistan as well. Thank you very much, John and Ashok, for joining us. That's all we have time for on News Center. Goodbye.